Hey, hello, good morning. Today I'm visiting a game convention again. We are in Hogeveen. Currently it is 9 a.m. in the morning. Woke up around like 5:30 or so. My goal for now though is to find the entrance and check out if there's a waiting line. It's gonna open in 50 minutes or so, so I need to hurry up. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Let's have a fun day. Let's go and check it out. I guess it is time to talk about a couple games that I've picked up at the game convention, so let's just get started. One of the games that I've picked up is Future Tactics: The Uprising for the Nintendo GameCube. Now I got this one for around like $12.50, which is to me a very decent price because normally I see it, definitely for a little bit more, around like 20 or so, and that is excluding shipping costs. So being able to pick this one up for $12.50 seems just like a very good deal to me, and also especially considering the condition it is in. This one is in a very good condition. There's nothing really that stands out to me that I could nitpick about. It just looks very clean, and the cool thing though is that Future Tactics, it is a somewhat of a cheaper title, and often with cheaper titles you do see more damaged cases. So yeah, very happy that I was able to pick up a clean copy. The manual is in there, but the manual is a little bit boring though, but what counts is that the condition is good. And the same goes for like the disc. It is also in a very good condition. So yeah, very happy with this one. Now, Future Tactics is a turn-based strategy combat type of game. I think it's fair to compare to something like an XCOM game, but it is definitely not as complex as an XCOM game. That is not saying that this is like bad. It's just a easier game to get into, and I'm gonna assume that all the gameplay and the systems that are involved are somewhat easier to get. XCOM can get quite complex, and also very difficult. But yeah, the thing that always stands out to me with Future Tactics are the graphics themselves. It is very cartoonesque. I like how vibrant it looks, and yeah, for a GameCube game and from this generation, that is definitely a style that kind of stands out to me. You didn't see it that often back then. But yeah, it looks kind of cool. I think the gameplay so far from what I've played seems very fun. First impression, very good, and also glad that I was able to pick this one up and add it to the GameCube collection. And the next game is Tag the Great Juju Challenge. Now I was able to bundle this one up with 2 other games, so I got it for a decent price. I think I ended up around like paying 20 for this one, which is a decent price to me because normally I see it online for 25 or 30 or so. So yeah, a small discount, and that is very nice. Now this one is in a very good condition. There's nothing really that stands out to me that I could complain about or say like, I wish this was maybe a little bit better. So it looks very clean. It is the FA version, by the way. Often those versions are maybe a little bit more expensive. That is like French and Holland combined, so French and Dutch. But yeah, I'm not sure if TAC, the Great Juju Challenge, is generally like a more expensive version if you pick up the FA version. I'm not sure, but sometimes that is the case with GameCube titles. It is a very odd thing though. So if you see a FA, it is often the more expensive one. But yeah, with that said though, the manual is also in a very good condition. I like the look of this manual as well. Just look at this art. I really like it when a manual has like custom art, and that is kind of that it fits like in the theme of the game. SpongeBob, there he is. Very nice. I like it. So yeah, very happy with this one. And the disc itself is also in a good condition. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. Ooh. Now, this is the 3rd entry in the tech series. I already own the 2nd one, but still need to get like the 1st one. But that is the cheapest one. I think that is around like 10 or 15 or so. But yeah, the tech series, it is a platformer game, and yeah, I always enjoy like platformers, especially like the ones on the older generation. I do believe like the 3rd one deviates a little bit gameplay wise from the other 2, although it still has like platforming sections. It also introduced some racing elements. I'm not too sure like what that is about, but yeah, I need to play more of this one. But yeah, happy that I was able to pick this one up so that I can experience it. And the next game is Harry Potter and the Quidditch Cup, also known as Zwergbal. Now, this is a game that came with the bundle, or that I bundled up together with Tech and another game. They only had this one for €5 or so got a nice discount. So this one kind of ended up being free, so can't complain at all. And even 5 just for Zwergbal or Quidditch Cup is a very good deal. It is not that expensive as a title, but you know, mostly see it around like 15 or so. Now the condition of Zwergbal or Quidditch Cup is pretty good. Like I can't complain at all for €5. Like it seems like in a very good state. No damage on the cover, the case. Yeah, maybe some like damage here and there, but again, those are just like nitpicky things. Like as long as you don't see that on the cover itself, like it's all good. The manual is there, which is also like in a very good condition with the insert as well. Yeah, a little bit of like a boring manual, but it is a Quidditch. The disc is in a good condition. There are some smallish scratches on it, but again, you kind of have to do like your best to kind of spot them and show them. So this is for me definitely considering the price in a very acceptable state, and yeah, very happy with this one. From what I've played, it actually seems like a very decent game to play. Most of the Harry Potter games are actually quite decent on the GameCube, but yeah, this one thing that stood out to me though is the controls, like the gameplay. That all felt like quite good, and yeah, from a graphical standpoint, like nothing to complain about. And you know what? It actually was fun to play. From what I've played for making some recordings for this game, it was very fun. And you know, for the price that I purchased it for, I can't complain at all. So yeah, very happy this one is now part of the GameCube collection. There are still some games left to talk about, like 4 in total, but one of them definitely stood out to me for that whole day. It was not the most expensive game, but I was very happy that I was able to find it over there. It is a very cool Game Boy Advance game, and I will talk about that one after this. And the next game is Tetris Worlds for the Nintendo GameCube. Now, this is actually the first game that I found over there at the convention. Saw it for a decent price for 20 euros and could not pass it up. I was eyeing this game like here and there on Vinted in the last couple of weeks, but decided not to purchase it. Because I saw it for around like 25 or 30, which also seemed like a very decent price. But yeah, being able to pick this one up in person for 20 seemed like a no-brainer to me. This one is in a good condition. There's nothing really that stands out to me that I could complain about. So very happy to see that. There is a manual, but maybe there's a insert missing, but I'm okay with that. Like the manual is the important part, like the black insert. I do think you kind of see those in every game. It's not an issue. The manual, I'm gonna say it's in good condition. Maybe not like the best, but considering the price range and the game, the type of game it is, like this is fine with me. It is a cool looking manual, so that's very nice. Some custom art, and that's a nice thing to see. And also the disc is in a good condition. Maybe some smaller micro scratches on it, like that you see like here in the top, but nothing too serious. So yeah, that's kind of cool to see. So yeah, it is Tetris. Another game that I picked up is Star Wars Bounty Hunter for the Nintendo GameCube. This is the final GameCube title that I picked up at this convention, but there's still one game left to go. I was very happy that I was able to find this one. The vendor had it for 30 euros, but I was able to get a small discount and ended up paying 25 for this one. And, you know, that is to me a decent deal. Now, I do know a while ago a remaster was released for, you know, the next gen consoles and perhaps the PC as well. I'm not too sure about that one. But yeah, this one was still missing from my GameCube collection. And it is also one of the final Star Wars games that I still need to get for that system. I'm still missing out on a Lego Star Wars game. The condition of this one is very good. Even the case feels and looks like brand new, no scratches at all. Also, I don't see like any damage here on the upper and the lower part of like the cover itself. Sometimes you do see that, like I kind of try to avoid it, but yeah, sometimes you kind of have to deal with it. But yeah, the manual as well, it is just like in a pristine condition. Like, look at this. No wrinkles or like any damages on the corners, so that's very cool to see. It is also a very nicely designed manual. See, this is why I like manuals, because there's so much like custom art going on. Like they specifically designed it like in the style like Star Wars Bounty Hunter, so that's very cool to see. Um, Also, finally, like the disc itself. Now this one is a Luca. It looks brand new. Like I don't see like any scratches at all. So this is a very big bonus. Yeah, man, look at this. I do enjoy these Star Wars movies and video games, but never really had a chance to check out Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I'm a big fan of Dark Forces and Jedi Knight 2, but yeah, never had a chance to play this one. And from my first impression, it seems like a very fun game to play and also quite action heavy. It is a third-person action game, and you do have like different weapons, different gadgets that you could use, and yeah, it seems like a very fun game to play. So very excited that it's now part of the GameCube collection. The final game is not a GameCube title, it is a Game Boy Advance title. I have a small Game Boy Advance collection, but it is not a console that I actively collect for. But when I see a cool game that I really want to play for a decent price, I will probably pick it up. But yeah, when I saw this game at the game convention, I wasn't quite sure why I wanted to pick it up. I knew that there was something about it. So I actually had to do some live research on the spot to find out the reason why I had to pay attention to this game. And I'm glad that I did, because yeah, I got a decent deal for this one. It is the Capcom Classics Mini Mix for the Game Boy Advance, and this is the NTSC release because there's no PAL release. I was able to pick this one up for 10 euros, and if price charting is to believed, it goes for around like 27 euros. So yeah, that's a good deal. Now, there's not much to say about the condition of this one. It's only the card, but you know, still some important things like the label. The label looks very clean, and we do see like the number imprint over here. So yeah, that is one way to check if a Game Boy Advance game is legit or not. The logo looks correct as well, and yeah, the back. There's not much like damage going on over here. Kind of difficult to show, but the pins, I already checked it out. Like the pins are all very clean and in a proper state. So yeah, very happy with the condition of this one. The reason why this one was on my radar is because it is a collection with various NES games. It has 3 games in total, and they are all awesome. The first one is Strider, awesome music by the way. The second one is Bionic Commando, also awesome music. But the third one is definitely the highlight. It is Mighty Final Fight, and that one is a super expensive NES game to get, and sadly one that I don't own in my NES collection. The NTSC release of Mighty Final Fight goes for around like 250 euros, but the PAL release is even more expensive because that one goes for around like 335 euros. Someday I hope I will be able to get like the NTSC release, but for now I have this game. But yeah, I'm just very happy that I was able to find this one over there. Just have it in a physical form, and the ability to play Mighty Final Fight in a legit way is just awesome to me. It is a very cool beat 'em up, very similar to a Double Dragon or Final Fight on the Super Nintendo. And yeah, what just stands out to me with Mighty Final Fight is the pixel art. It looks awesome. The music is awesome. It is just a very fun game to play, and yeah, it is awesome. So we're very happy with this final pickup of the day. So yeah, these are the games that I was able to pick up at the game convention over there. Got some amazing deals, 6 GameCube titles and even a Game Boy Advance title. Really can't complain at all. So yeah, I want to say that that day was a huge success. And that is gonna do it for this video, but I feel like there's still some stuff left to talk about, you know, my experience at this game convention, but also just the conventions in general, because this was only the 4th time that I went to one. I've been collecting games for many years, but this is all new to me. So every time when I leave a game convention, I think like I should probably do this a little bit differently, or probably should continue doing this, because of reasons, and that's something that I do want to discuss in a separate video. But yeah, I kind of need some time to think about that, but be on the lookout for that one. For now though, I would just want to say thank you all for watching this video, and also thanks everybody for the likes and the subscribes in the last couple of weeks. Really appreciate it. Next week there is gonna be probably a new game pickup video, and until then, have a nice day, and see you all later.